past and future trends of digital customer experience. And for the same, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Asif Sayed, Head Operations and Delivery from Cerebrate Solutions. Everyone, let's have a huge round of applause for Mr. Asif Sayed.
So there is some changes and error that is not past and future, it's current and future of digital customer experience. So let us look at what current people are doing right now in digital customer experience. So majority of people who are doing ORM or social listening and all those things or response management are majorly looking at regional focus now. So initially what used to happen when we started ORM back in 2014, 2015, where people used to respond to queries and concerns in a monotonous way in English only. So the brand had a belief, so user has come on social media. So he is aware, he knows how to read and write English. Still, if he has written in Hindi or Marathi or any regional language, so brand used to respond to them on the same language, in English language. Now what they have thought the customer experience has increased is, now they have started responding in the regional language. If you're writing in Hindi, you'll receive a response in Hindi. If you're writing in Marathi, you'll receive a response in Marathi. And that to be a very customized response, not a very generic response in this manner. And then what we look is proactive engagement with customers, right? So what is proactive engagement? So this is where the whole digital experience has changed. So initially what used to happen, we used to call at call centers and tell them, hey, I have a problem, please look into this problem, and you have to wait for the user to connect online, and then he'll say, okay, fine, I'll look your information and I'll get back to you, and he'll keep you on hold. If the query is not resolved, he'll hang up your call, and once again you keep on dialing to them and asking, hey, what happened to my query? So now this pattern has entirely changed. What now people do is just do a simple tweet. Hey, you guys, I'm having a problem with your services. Now brand runs after you and they tell them, sir, what happened? What is your query? What is your concern? Are you our customer? So please share your details. So now the entire thing has been changed from the call center approach to the digital approach, wherein now brands are running after you to resolve your query, because now everything is visible. When the time was of call center, people, you used to don't know what was your resolution. If at all it was in your favor or if it was not in your favor, they just used to give you a resolution. Whether you want to agree or not, they'll hang up your call. आप जाओ जैसा करना है वैसा करो, हमारा काम हो गया. Now, since the digital world has given us so much freedom and everything is open to market, so they are now major focused कि अगर यार इसका एक गलत review platform पे दिख रहा है, तो people are like कि इसको जल्द से जल्द रिजॉल्व करो, नहीं तो मेरा नेगेटिव बढ़ेगा तो मेरी रेटिंग्स कम हो जाएगी, मेरे ऐप की रेटिंग गिर जाएगी, लोग नेगेटिव आके बोलना शुरू कर देंगे, पीपल विल स्टार्ट द थ्रेड ऑफ नेगेटिव कॉन्वर्जेशंस एंड ऑल. सो नाउ दिस इज द करंट स्टेटस दैट वी आर गोइंग. सो एंड मल्टी प्लेटफॉर्म अप्रोच. सो व्हाट इज मल्टी प्लेटफॉर्म? In the beginning, customer service was only limited to call centers. Then digital platforms evolved, and later on they started with Facebook and Twitter. Those were the only two platforms where people used to focus on digital customer experience, or you say a social media response management. Now, every touch point brand is concerned about, be it a consumer complaint forum, be you talk about any digital forum, or you talk about any website also. There are like websites like Glassdoor, Trustpilot, consumer complaint forums. So be any platform, brand are worried what is happened to that particular user that he has approached there. Why we are not able to resolve his query when he had called us on our social, call center, or when he has written us through an email. So this multi-channel approach, now we have started doing this multi-channel approach. Lastly, focus on privacy and transparency. So what do we feel that, when it is a digital customer experience or in social media, response management or ORM, so everything is visible to everyone? No. So there are some privacies and controls that are taken care by the brand, that are taken care by the agencies who are working on that. So how do we do that? So if you write, hey, I have a problem. So they'll reply to you asking for your details to share it in DM or private messages or inbox, right? So this helps your privacy that yes, people know that you are a customer, but people don't know what is your contact number. People don't know what is your email address. So people, nobody else apart from the brand would be able to contact you. So initially what used to happen, people used to share their details on open platform. Everybody used to get from next day onwards, sir, आप मेरा loan लोगे क्या? Sir, credit card चल रहा है. Sir, ये offer है. So now this has gone. And what we predict from the future is, let me just give you some examples. Social media as a customer service hub. So the future would be, as far as I know, that many brands have cut down their call center seats and they have evolved from call center to social media agencies or ORM agencies or brand reputation management team and response management team. So this has helped brand a lot because everybody's focus is that I don't want to go behind the brand now. Now the brand should come to me. So this is what everybody wants now. Now, if I'll say anyone sitting in this room, if they have ample of time of calling a Vodafone call center and telling them that mera plan change karo, yeah, why I was charged wrong, nobody would do that. You don't have that much time to wait for 5 minutes on a call. अरे अब आएगा कुछ बोलेगा फिर आप उसको डिटेल दोगे फिर आप ये करोगे. Now you just go on Vodafone website or a Vodafone app or a Vodafone, Twitter, Facebook handle and say, hey, I want to change my plan to this plan. You will get a prompt reply in 15-20 minutes saying, sir, please share your contact details and which plan do you want. We would upgrade it and you'll receive a confirmation SMS. Please say yes or no, reply through that SMS and that will be done. So the major focus is now towards moving to the social media hub. Next point is hyper-personalization. So what do you mean by hyper-personalization? Now everyone knows, in fact, you don't know what you need. You just go and search, okay, I want a plant for my bedroom, an indoor plant that will give me a fresh air. That you do it on Google. That is not your requirement. The very next moment when you start, your Facebook, your, I'll say, Instagram, your Twitter, after a few posts, you'll get a suggestion. Okay, this plant is the best plant for bedroom. This plant will give you more oxygen. This plant will give you, increase your health benefits and all those things. So this is what hyper-personalization has gone now. So now what will happen in customer service in this hyper-personalization is, the brand knows what is your history, what product you have purchased, what is your, services that you have opted for. And once you write to them, the AI would definitely generate, the AI would generate such a list of queries and concerns that you might face. So you'll get a promptation saying that, is it a query or a concern? So you'll say query. So what is this query related to? Is it related to your services? Is it related to, the product that you're using? Is it, the XYZ product that you purchased? So now it will go to such a deep hyper-personalization that every time you try to connect with brand will have a set of questions that is related to your query and concerns. And this is how, they'll try to address your queries and concerns more quicker and more faster. This is what the next aim would be. Thirdly is multi-channel consistency. So why do we say multi-channel consistency? So when we started, everyone, the brand used to begin and, it was only just a call center. No Facebook, no Twitter, no other things, right? But when you go ahead and then you see, they started responding on Facebook. Then they started responding on Twitter. Now, if you see, every brand has their properties on every social media platform, right? And they want to be present there and they want to be responding over there. This gives me an idea, if a brand tells me now, whenever we go for a pitch or whenever we go for any discussion with the brand for, their response management. And if we tell them that, we'll focus on your all these digital platforms, then they'll say, okay, no, we just want to focus on Twitter and Facebook. So a very famous, scene of PK movie runs into my mind, wherein, the person tells Baba, Baba tells the person, you have to go to Kedarnath there, and then you have to go to that my mandir, and that you have to do all these prayers there, and then you come back, then your queries will be resolved. So I'll tell brand, so why do we have to be like that? We should be very prompt, saying, okay, fine, you have written here, I'll give you a resolution here. You should not say that, अरे आपने Twitter पे लिखा है, come to my Facebook channel, then you give me a reply there, then you share your details there, then I'll resolve your query. No. So every platform should have the same consistency. That, you write me on Facebook, I'll reply you according to the Facebook. ऐसा नहीं you write to me on Facebook, I'll reply according to the Twitter norms or according to the LinkedIn, guidelines. No. So it will be a consistency, but with the platform guidelines. Lastly, what we are saying is AI-powered crisis management. So what is AI-powered crisis management? Now, majority of brands, what they are facing is, they don't know when did the crisis happen. Everyone gets the alarming, thing post-crisis. Right? अगर किसी ने एक negative tweet कर दिया कोई influencer ने, after that tweet gets viral, then you'll come to know, अरे यार ये tweet हो गया. What is the issue? What we do now? What should we do now? Whom should we contact with? कहाँ से वो उसको connect करेंगे? कैसा उसको resolve करेंगे? So these all problems, when AI will come, it will give you, now also when we see many response management tools or AI tools are giving you promptation saying that these many queries have come. Now, we'll come to know that when a negative trend will start or crisis will start, you will come to know that, okay, fine, this particular trend has started with these many influencers or these many users have been taking, and this has impacted so much to your brand. So you will be able to focus more towards, controlling that thing and mitigating that, particular crisis from your side. So here that, major mistakes that a brand do is, they lack in quick responses. Now also whenever, I see go ahead, doing an audit for any brand and all, I see responding queries in 2 hours, 3 hours. Nobody has that much time. You don't respond to your customer in next half an hour, the customer will see कि अरे यार इसको मेरे में interest है ही नहीं. He'll try to switch on your, different brands. He'll try to switch to go to other brand. He'll try to, look for services with other brands. So that is what. Second, people think about, brands, they don't give proper resolution on social media. वहाँ पे क्या हो गया, आपने एक ट्वीट किया, आपको बोल दिया कि आपकी क्वेरी और कंसर्न जो है that will be taken care of, but nobody is looking into that query and concern. They are not giving you proper resolutions. They are just saying कि social media पे हमें दिखाना है, we are active, and they just close the query. But you have to change that trend. You have to give a proper resolution on social media. Then only the next person who sees a negative tweet will come and say, okay, fine. गलतियां सब में है. Nobody is perfect. No brand is perfect. No human is perfect. But the main part is, what do you try to do to improve those mistakes? What do you do to, kill that errors from, that has been done? So that is what the major focus is. Thirdly, I'll talk about lack of 360-degree coverage. The same thing that I said, where people, doing on different channels, not focusing on all channels, just focusing on particular single platform or, single app review, or not focusing on everywhere. So this is what about I say about this thing, lack of, 360-degree coverage. Talking about no personalization. Now also many brand uses, chatbots or simple responses just saying, hey, your query has been addressed. Hey, we are looking into your query. Not giving proper, addressment to the user, saying that, hello, sir, Mr. XYZ, Dr. Mr. XYZ, this is the problem. We have looked into your problem. We'll give you a proper resolution at the earliest. So these things are still missing with brands. So how can Cerebrate help? Cerebrate Solutions. So I'll tell you what we do. We provide ORM services. ORM services is not just the response management services. It's a complete 24 by 7 monitoring system depending upon your requirement. Second, complete 360-degree coverage. We respond to blogs, forums, wherever it is possible to reply to users, we try and respond to that particular forum and we give them a proper resolution there and there itself. So that's why we don't just say ORM, we say digital customer experience management. This is what we believe in, not just social media experience. So what we do here also, we try to give personalized response, TAT-based response, end-to-end resolutions, all these things. So customer is delighted whenever he receives a negative tweet, we try to convert that negative to a positive thing. Second, what we do is social listening. So what is social listening? People just say, कि अरे मुझे social listening करना है. I want social listening. What is social listening? Sorry. Social listening is a complete study of brand and its competition. Social listening is about knowing what kind of campaign that you're doing, how that campaign is performing. How are you trying to get those ROI that you expect from social listening? How can you do a competition benchmarking? Just not just saying closing your eyes and saying that I am the industry leader. No. Social listening helps you understand what your competition brands are doing. What your competition also has the list of brands that are your category brands and also that are like C category brands. But comparing with your category brand is more important. We also do crisis management. We identify, we have a command center where we put a crisis related keywords and try to fetch all those conversations which can be negative and which can snowball into crisis. We try to provide a mitigation strategy. We try to give you an crisis impact report where it will help you understand where has your crisis impacted, which were the platforms and all, everything. Lastly, we provide Google review management. What is Google review management? Now everyone uses Google reviews. Google is not just a search engine now. If you want to go for a restaurant, you search a restaurant location on Google. You get those reviews on Google, and if those reviews are negative, you'll not go and eat that food. Be it from Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. You'll not go and eat food when it is not tasty. So this is where we help understand identifying the negative reviews and getting those closed loop and trying to provide a customer a delightful experience. What is your Google My Business review? Google My Business review, every business has their own reviews and set of their problems and all those catalogs and everything. So we try to focus more over their business related negatives, and we try to give a brand a strategy or a resolution or a way out how we can improve their brand brand image on Google as well. Lastly, why we, or who are we, kind of a thing. So we are a specialized agency for just ORM and social listening. We don't do your digital marketing post. We don't go ahead and do your boosting Facebook ads, ATL, BTL. We don't do all those things. So what we believe is staying focused on particular topic. Do best what you can do instead of getting too much in your plate. Have that stuff that you can do and deliver best. That's what our belief is. And we have the list of brands that we work with gives us a moral support or a boost, having most of the industry leaders. In mutual fund, we have Nippon India Mutual Fund. In insurance, we have SBI, we have Max Life, we have Bharti AXA, we have PNB MetLife. Housing finance, we work with HDFC Home Loans, Reliance Home Finance, TVS Credit, Tata Capital. And FinTech, we worked with CoinDCX, Upstocks, CoinSwitch Kuber. So these are the entrusted brands, who has trusted with us. Looking about, all the social listening activities that we have done. We have done social listening activities other than, we have done for Dream 11, we have done for Viacom 18, we have done for Z5, we have done for Fan Code, Excite SF batteries and all those things. Belgian Waffle, we have done Google My Business reviews, managing their all 4,000 locations and everything entirely. So we are equipped that much. Just to give you some of our customer, success stories. So this is a leading mutual fund brand. When we started, so we had a problem where customer conversations, complaints were not addressed on social media. There was a problem with TAT. There was a problem with unstructured responses and all. So what solution that we provide? We gave them 24/7 working hours responding to the queries and all. We gave them quick 5 minutes TAT resolution. We try to provide them analytical reports. So this is what we got from that. The brand was, since last like 4 years, they had Facebook Green Badge on their social media platform. They had 5 minutes, response TAT. They had, starting from when we started, we have 10, 15 escalations to now 500 escalations. All these things. So now the brand is known as one of the most customer-centric brand on social media. Just to give you a very short and quick about how a CRM can help us to just make us how we can integrate CRM and try to give you a proper resolution. Now, many of brands, what they do, I receive a query, I escalate it to the brand team looks after that query. They escalate it internally to the right channel partner, the right channel who is working, the right department that is working on the account. Then they'll provide a resolution to the SPOC. Then SPOC will give back a resolution, and then we post. So the overall TAT is like, overall TAT rushes to 5 hours, 6 hours, sometime days. But when we integrate CRM, all the conversations that are happening on digital social media, we escalate it to CRM directly to the right channel team, the right brand team. They close that case there and there itself. They provide us resolution, and we reply to those users within minutes. So now the TAT, which used to go to 4 to 5 days, now that we have cut down from our side to 2 hours 51 minutes. So this is one of the leading home loan brands that we have done for. So if you guys have any other queries and all, so we have a booth outside, so you can definitely come and connect with us. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Kindly stay on stage. And I would request Mr. Zenel Domasya to kindly join us for the felicitation and felicitate Mr. Asif Sayyad.